Welcome to Plan Watch Walk, the channel that brings you some of the best walking around. If you like what we do, why not subscribe and hit the bell? It'll help us greatly. There's many walks on the site with all the planning, mapping and routing information available on the website planwatchwalk.guide. See you at the end of the walk. We leave the valley heading south, pick up Horseshoe Crag, and then we peak on Hedgehope Hill before continuing along past Coombe Fell, picking up Cairn Hill before peaking on Cheviot, and we start our descent coming down via Scald Hill and then eventually descending into the valley once more. Well, we've just parked up, and as you can see, it's a really great day for it. A bit windy, a bit breezy, so I'm not sure if that's getting picked up. But the route we're going to take, as we talked about, is up Hedgehope Hill. So we're going to be heading off over to the left and climbing up there. There's a number of different routes which we'll talk about where we can get up Cheviot. And if you just want to do Cheviot itself, you basically just follow this track ahead of you, and there's a route up on the right. Well, we're a couple of hundred metres along from where we've parked the car, and we've got some signage just on the right there, and that leads us up. If you want to do Cheviot, the direct route, head up through here. Once you've gone through the gate, bear left, there's a path on the left, bear left, and just really follow your nose from there. If you want to go through the valley and then pull up the far side, just continue along the valley, and you'll eventually get to the paths which are going to pull you around on top of Cheviot. Whichever route you take, enjoy. But we're heading up Hedgehope, which is down this path here. As we can see on the signage, we've got Hedgehope Hill 2 1/4. So let's move on and start the walk. We've only just pulled out of the valley where the car's parked, and we're inside a matter of hundreds of metres. You're up into some pretty breathtaking scenery, which is really nice. Signage is pretty good. It's a marked path, as we can see on the start ahead of us. So steady way, just up the slope here, on our way up to Hedgehope Hill. I mentioned at the start there's different routes you can take. If you just want to do the direct route, we've got the car parked just around here. And the route itself, hopefully you can see the path. It links up. It comes up, a bit windy, from here up the hill and along and up onto Cheviot here. So that's the route we'll end up taking back down into the valley at the end. Up here we've got Horseshoe Crag we're going to be heading up towards, and then after that heading along over to here, and we have got there, we've got Hedgehope Hill. So then from there we'll move along the valley and then up onto top of Cheviot. Nice day ahead. We're now up on top of Horseshoe Crag. See where we've just come up from. Really nice vantage point here. Have a look at the walk itself, what we're going to be doing. So ahead of us, over there, we have Hedgehope Hill. Got Horseshoe Crag just behind us. We've just been on top of that, and it's a great day out this. The fells are really open, the views excellent, and underfoot we're just in the beginning of June, and underfoot pretty good, a little bit boggy, so if you were to do this at the back end of the year or the beginning of the year, it could be pretty boggy underfoot, but the backdrop just tremendous. As we've left Loch Crag behind us, we're just climbing slightly on our right. We've got the high peak of Hedgehope Hill. As we come around, it opens up a beautiful view across to Linnip, Spout and Ingram Valley. Walks on the side of Ingram Valley as well, over those hills. You can just see a bit of view. Morning. If you want to, you can also run the walk instead of walking it. More or less the base of Hedgehope Hill, the climb up to the summit here. We're around about 415 metres altitude, and we got a climb up ahead of us to 715, so it's about a 300 metre elevation climb ahead of us. So that sounds to me as if it's just steady away. As we start to climb up Hedgehope, looking backwards, we can see just over here, I think it is. You've got there the far crag. That's the one we stopped at on the way along, and that's Horseshoe Crag, more in front of us here, pretty much centre of screen I would think. We have Long Crags, and over to the north, that's the route up to Cheviot, but to the south, beautiful view across to Ingram Valley. We're not even on the summit yet. I just passed a really nice group of ladies out walking, and they're telling me it's a bit breezy on top, and it's getting breezier. So I think I must be about there. So as you can probably hear, it's a bit windy on top of here on Hedgehope Hill, but behind us we've got the horseshoe, and we're going to be heading, as you can see, it's a trig point there, going to be heading over the valley, around the horseshoe, over to Cheviot, and then along the ridge just to the right of Cheviot on the way back. So good walk, bit breezy. So we've come off the top of Hedgehope and pulled down, a bit more sheltered, which is really nice, but the underfoot, and this is June we're in now, and there's static standing water around now in June, so other times of the year is going to be really interesting. So yeah, be prepared for some walking around in the clot. Anyway, onward and upward, and we're heading up next onto top of Coombe Fell, which we've just got ahead of us. Relatively gentle climb up there. Climbing up on the top of Coombe Fell, come across this track. It's the first time I've seen it, and it's some sort of grid being put down, which is really good, because I mentioned it's pretty boggy underfoot, and it's taking the path right the way, well, it appears to be right the way up to the top here of the fell. It's really good. So, nearly there. The views as we look around. Going to Cheviot. Now we're going to be coming to looking back up the valley. And then we've got right the way up on top there. That's Hedgehope. We'll be following the fence along, and you can just see behind us here. And underfoot, it's very, very boggy, and a bit drained, to be honest. It sort of saps the energy out of the legs, but hopefully we're clear of that now. And just see whoops, here we go. Across the other side of the valley there, we'll be climbing back up. Then we got the ridge along to Cheviot itself. Which, if you can see these, let's see if I can get there. So we've got Cheviot Hill, where we're heading next. I mentioned there's 3 routes we can come through the valley. So we've got the valley, which is ahead of us there. So that is down to Hedgehope, 3 1/4. And then we've got Hedgehope Hill, where we've come from, that's 2 3/4. And it was 2 1/4, 2.5 from the other end. So we're about 5.5 miles in now. So, Cheviot Hill. Just heading up here, so Cheviot Hill will then take us round onto the and we'll meet up with the path of the Pennine Way for a short while as well. Well, we're up now on the top of Cheviot Hill, picking up the route of the Pennine Way. The good thing is, although it's really boggy here, there's lots of paving stones. So here we go. One on the right's the one we need. Cheviot summit, 3/4 of a mile, and we've got a wonderful path to walk along. So that will hopefully we can pick up a bit of time now. As I say, the other side is really boggy, it's a bit draining on the legs, but not much more climbing to do now. And then after that we've got a nice walk back down into the valley. Probably tell the wind's still a wee bit. Behind us we've got the trig point for Cheviot. You're going to be looking over the valley. The route that we took. So we walked right the way along the ridge. Down. Then you've got Hedgehope, the cairn on top. Just ahead of us here is the stile, which is actually on the front of the OS map for Cheviot. So just head on over here. Never know at times you're supposed to go forwards or backwards down these. Okay, we're down. And we initially just start following the fence. You got a cairn down here. As we go over the edge, it's a bit of a scree area, and we'll start to head down the slope and hopefully be a little bit sheltered. Well, as we make our way down off Cheviot, which you can see ahead of us, we basically follow the fence we can see here, the wire posted fence. And at some point we need to turn right, and this is the point we need to turn right. So we've got a post in the ground here. Currently we've got a white post just over here, and the path appears to fork off to the right, and we need to follow that one. This is going to start to take us back down into the valley, back down to the car on the start point. So we've pretty well concluding the descent down into the valley once again. I'm sure you can see pretty much centre of screen there. There's a couple of cars. We've got a path, a scrub path, heading down towards the trees. So we need to be heading down towards there. Well, that concludes the walk today. Really enjoyed it. A bit challenging underfoot at times with the bogs and the general underfoot in the wind. You can probably still hear it now, but a great walk overall. If you like what we do, why not subscribe and hit the bell? It'll help us greatly. Tell some of your fellow walkers as well, they might like all the resources. All the videos are on our YouTube channel, and all the planning and maps, elevations, etc. and guides, they're on our website. Each walk has a blog. So until the next one, bye for now.